Key. Why am I so ashamed after reacting very badly to narcissistic abuse? This is a question from my community. People who are curious about what the hell is going on for them, and I'm more than happy to ask. Sign up for my newsletter and you can ask me the burning questions that are getting the best of you. It's your girl, Keeley Taverner, psychotherapist who's passionate about helping my Empath crew learn, understand, heal, and move on up with their lives after or whilst they're dealing with some unnecessarily difficult, tricky people. Because I know you want to be able to live a good life, right? Well, we can't live a good life if we're perpetually using all of our energy dealing with unnecessarily difficult. Anyhow, why are you so ashamed after reacting very badly to narcissistic abuse? Very vague, very difficult for me to get my head around. But basically, what comes up for me as I ponder upon this question is you're a yes person. You're a how high do you want me to jump person. If you've reacted what you regard as very badly, I might assume that you've got angry. I may assume that you're someone who doesn't do anger. And so you are very disappointed with yourself because you wasn't the calm, rational person that you would like to be. Anger is a healthy emotion. It usually means we're hurt or we're disrespected. Trust your reactions. Your emotions are your best friend. Now, how we respond to that is something different, but acknowledge what might be going on for you. Trust me, is good for you, because all of that suppression, sweeping stuff under the rug, ain't great for your greatness. And if you're not careful, over the long run, that shows up in a whole raft of physical problems with your health. The grinding of teeth, high blood pressure, skin conditions, cold sores, the biting of your lip, ulcers, digestion issues. IBS leads to Crohn's. And if you're a fan of Gabe Mate, he also links that stuff to disease. So we need to be mindful of what we're ignoring, my Empath crew. Because remember, your love, kindness, abundance, and loyalty is a very valuable commodity. And the people who are milking you like a cow, moo moo, do not want you to wake up and smell the coffee. No, they don't want you to smell the coffee because they want to keep using and abusing and leeching from you psychologically and emotionally. Remember, half the time when them people are creating mayhem, they don't call you, but they often call you when they need solutions, guilt tripping you and all of this jazz. And remember, empaths, if you're dealing with a narcissist who's then like, oh yeah, I'm going to go and get therapy, it's just often, not in all cases, something to make you calm down. So the reality is you may need help to understand why you're ashamed about what you may have done. I lead a little bit more context, so if you're watching, feel free, inbox me or sign up for a call. Let's have a conversation about what these people are doing to you. My assumption is that you may have behaved in ways that you're not familiar with. This isn't the self that you know. But what may mean is you need support and you need guidance. You may have gone as far as you can watching YouTube videos, reading two self-help books, and doing your yoga and meditation and your affirmations. You know, your girl Key got some challenges around affirmations. I meet so many people who doing their affirmations, but fundamentally you don't even like who you are. So when you aren't clear about the self-loathing that you have, your affirmations don't really make sense because you don't truly believe that you're worthy. You could post that, wear the t-shirt, but if you don't truly believe that from your core, that will manifest. And once again, you'll find narcissistic people that use and abuse you. And this don't just show up in your love life. This shows up most acutely in your love life. But I can haphazard a guess that as you start to peel the layers back, you'll start to see where else people are milking you in other aspects of your life that you weren't conscious of. Plus, this also sabotages your career because often you're playing small. Some of us ain't even in the right careers. Some of us have just said yes, yes, yes to what other people wanted, and we don't even know who we are anymore. We're totally out of touch with our authentic self, and when you're out of touch with your authentic self, you become inauthentic. Inauthenticity leads to common mental health problems, and if you stay stuck there long enough, despair, hopelessness, and that's when we start to think about we want a way out of this life because it ain't working for us. This is where crisis becomes an opportunity for self-reflection. And if you are one of the brave, courageous few who put your hands up, pick up the phone and say, you know what, Key, I think we need a conversation, then you are in for a wonderful opportunity for your growth and your expansion, where you can begin to truly live a good life, where you can begin to start to pursue the passions of your own heart as you take back your energy from energy vampires and begin to ponder on you, where you make much more sense to you. You cannot avoid the inner work, or you can. You might have to distract yourself. You know, you're the person who knows the latest Netflix this. You go from box set series to box set series. You know, there are a whole raft of ways we can distract ourselves from ourselves. But as one of my mum's reggae tunes says, you can run and you can run from yourself. But there is absolutely, you're running away from yourself, but you cannot run away from yourself. No matter where you go, you could take yourself to the best 5-star all-inclusive hotel resort you want, but you're still left with you. You can get your booty done, your boobs done, your chest done, your pecs done, but you are still left with the inner you, and it is the inner you that is crying out for you, for growth, for change. However, you have to learn to get out of your own way. Many of us don't want to get out of our own way, and as ever, CBT will only take you so far. Big up to all the people who've gone to the NHS, National Health Service, for my international clients, and you've had your 6 sessions of CBT. Wonderful. Gets you starting to reflect. But there'll come a point when the coping strategies ain't working for you anymore, and then you're going to be bamboozled and confused why you are not growing in the way that you want. Your life needs a revolution, my people. And only you can save yourself. As I say every single time in my videos, you've got to learn to be your own best friend. So why am I ashamed? Why you're ashamed is because you're a yes person. You're a how high do you want me to jump person. You have poor boundaries. And when you try to advocate for yourself, it's very uncomfortable. This needs to be processed. And if you want community, if you want support, navigate Narcissism now. We are a community of empaths who are taking strides, getting out of comfort zones, starting to advocate for ourselves, beginning to say no and say yes to others, demanding others who keep leeching from us, and saying yes to ourselves. Now that, if that is something that speaks to you, check the links below. What stops you from saying yes? My empath crew, you have no one to blame if your life is lackluster. You have to check yourself, check your choices, check where you invest your energy, but also check the way you sabotage yourself time and time and time and time and time and time again. See how Fitbit here? Maybe the enemy is within. Not comfortable to think about, but if you want comfort, I'm not the best person to support you. You need to feel that discomfort, like the pebble in our shoe. We need to feel that discomfort so that we take the action to knock the pebble out so we can be at ease. You need growth, you need change, you need time and space for self-reflection so you can work out how best to maneuver forward. You need to learn, understand, and heal. And let me tell you this, when you start that process, I or nobody else has no idea who, goosebump moment, you might become. There is a whole different life waiting out there for you. However, you have to say yes to you. I hope that makes sense to you. If you've got any further questions and you would like to join my empathic community, check the links below. to take care of you, because if you don't, no one is coming to save you. You best learn to save your precious self. That's the truth.